Hey guys, 22 Plinkster here. I have a brand new product put out by Ruger. Now, I say it's a brand new product because they introduced it in December of 2017 and it is now January of 2018. Ruger sent me this new Ruger PC carbine to do a video on, and I've shot it for about a week now and I've put probably about 500 rounds through it. And I am digging it. I love it. It's a great feel, it's a great setup, and it is modeled after the Ruger 1022 takedown. Raise your hand if you love the Ruger 1022 takedown.
Hey, Ron. Here? Oh, man.
I'm a huge fan of the Ruger 1022 takedown. This takes down just the same. Simply unscrew the barrel nut, make sure that the bolt is locked to the rear, lift the little lever up, turn it, and you are good to go. This is a perfect little package to put in, a bug out bag, used for home defense. If your state allows it to, keep it in your truck or whatever you want to do, camping trips, whatever, and I think that Ruger actually is going to hit a huge home run with this little carbine. Now, if you recall, Ruger actually used to make a pistol caliber carbine from about 1996 to 2006, and they actually discontinued it in 2007. And they discontinued it basically because it wasn't selling. Now, for the past 4 or 5 years, the pistol caliber carbines have made a comeback, especially in the AR platform. So Ruger jumped on the bandwagon once again, and actually they made vast improvements over the original. The big improvement is the takedown feature, but there are a lot of cool features on this setup that we need to talk about, and I'll get to that here a little bit later. But I have to talk about this feature first and foremost. See this guy? You know what this is? This is a Glockazine, all right? Glock Mags. Now, this carbine actually takes Glock magazines.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Just the simple fact that this carbine takes Glock magazines, I think Ruger's going to sell a ton of them. But this setup actually takes 2 styles of magazines. You can, use the SR9 magazine that it does come with, and all you have to do is replace this little magazine adapter inside here to change from the SR9 mag to the Glock mag. You just simply take this screw out here on the bottom, and there's a little latch. You pop it out and you pop the new one in. It literally takes about 5 minutes to change out the little magazine adapter. But I will go over more features. I've talked enough at the beginning of this video. Let's do some shooting. So I've got loaded up here some Federal 115 grain Syntec, and as you may notice, it is suppressed. We'll get to that here in just a moment. All right, make sure everything's good to go. Let's start off close. All right, let's go across the creek. Try out here at 100 yards. All right, nailing that target out at 100 yards. I have noticed one thing about this carbine. It is extremely accurate. Now, before we go any farther, let's talk about the Optic on top of here, because you guys are probably wondering what it is. This is a relatively new product by Leopold. This is the LCO. It's made for a carbine style rifle, and it parries very nice with this PC carbine. It does have a 1 MOA red dot. And I like the feature on the side. You simply press that button. There's no little bitty rubber buttons that you have to press to turn it on. You simply press that one large button right here on the side, and you can control the brightness of the red dot right there. It's got a very large screen and it makes it very easy for you to pick up on your targets and find them relatively quick. Now, let's see what we need to talk about. Now, it does operate, blowback design, and Ruger uses a very heavy tungsten bolt to accommodate the pressures of a 9mm compared to that of a rimfire such as a 22 long rifle in the Ruger 1022 platform. It does have your safety right here on the side, just like a Ruger 1022. It has the bolt hold open right here, and it does hold open on the last shot. I guess it'd be the bolt latch. It does have integrated swivel studs and fiberglass stock. It does come with separate length of pull spacers. I think it does come with 3 spacers. So if you have, or a large guy or a tall guy like myself, you can put these spacers in there, and you can have an extra length of pull. Or if you're a small shooter, small frame, you can actually take those spacers out to decrease the length of pull. It does come with ghost sights, which these sights are really, really nice. I threw this red dot on there just because I like shooting red dots, but I also like shooting open sights. But it does come with adjustable ghost sights, and they work out really well. You do have your rail here on the top for, like I mentioned before, mounting your optic. And something cool that they did also is integrated a rail right here in the bottom of the forearm of the stock. And what that allows you to do is put your flashlight or your laser. This is a great little setup for home protection. I can't emphasize that enough. The barrel is just a tad longer than 16 inches, and it is fluted. And the reason why they fluted this barrel, this does weigh more than a Ruger 1022. Not much more, but once you throw an optic on there, and especially a suppressor, it does, it's just a little bit more than a 1022. A lot of that's because they had to beef everything up right here to accommodate for the pressure of a 9mm. It is threaded 1/2x28 that will allow you to thread your suppressor on there. It does have a magazine release. It's a very large button right here on the side, and it is ambi. Now, it doesn't come ambi, but you can swap it if you want to from the right side or the left side. And for your left-handed shooters, if you want the charging handle on the left-hand side, you can simply unscrew this and put it right here on the other side, which is also a cool feature. Now, I will tell you one thing about the trigger. Usually, I'm not a huge fan of the Ruger 1022 stock triggers. Usually I replace them. However, this trigger right here is butter. It is nothing like the Ruger 1022 standard trigger. This trigger is very, very nice. And if you ever get a chance to shoot one, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. The trigger breaks extremely clean. I haven't put it on a gauge, but I'm thinking probably about 3.5 pounds. It's kind of light, which kind of surprises me, but Ruger, is kind of known for their centerfires of having really, really good triggers. But let's shoot it some more. All right, see if I got another Glockazine right here. Yep. All right. Let's see what we can hit now. All right, let's go. Let's just start close again. Go 100 again. Shot over it. Nailed it. All right, I am out. I am out. Whew. 32 rounds. That's a lot of firepower. Now, again, I think Ruger is going to hit a home run with this little setup. And I'm just not saying that because they sent it to me. I'm giving you my honest opinion, just like in any of my videos. I give you my honest opinion. If I like it, I'll tell you I like it. If I don't like certain things on it, I will tell you I don't like a certain thing on it. But, since it can break apart in 2 pieces, you can put it in a bag. It's threaded. Oh my goodness, I cannot imagine if Ruger would have released this carbine and not threaded the barrel. Oh, it would have been bad. It would have been real bad. You know what? I've got more mags loaded up. Let's just do some more shooting. All right. Now I am shooting some Federal. I don't know if I mentioned before, I'm shooting some Federal Syntec. Of course, 9mm. You know, the red tip stuff. And I like shooting that particular ammo out of a suppressor. You get a little bit less recoil, but it just runs much better with a suppressor because it doesn't gum it up, and it's just much cleaner. So, all right. I wished I had some shaving cream or something out here, but let's start close again. That is a hard little target to hit. All right, she will run. She will run well. What else can I say about it? I guess the only thing that I failed to mention is the checkering. It does have pretty good, I guess it's not checkering. It's kind of, you know, raised here on the fiberglass stock where you can get a good purchase on it, keep it from slipping out of your hands. Let me see what else. All right, MSRP. You guys are probably dying to know. I think the MSRP for this particular setup is around $650. All right, considering that a lot of your pistol caliber carbines are that price or a little bit more in an AR platform, it's not really a bad deal. Now, I guess you can, you know, expect to see these in the store for probably around $545 to $600. But it is a great bug out gun. It's a great camping gun. I guess you could use it for hunting, you know, for hogs or whatever have you. I just love carbines, especially pistol caliber carbines. I really can't say anything really too negative about it. Like I said, I've put 500-600 rounds through it. I did have that one hiccup at the beginning of the video. I don't know what that was all about. It did chamber the round, but the trigger did not reset. So I don't really know exactly what that was about. That is actually the first time that has happened to me, but I could have not held it tight against my shoulder. I don't think I was, and that will, anything a blowback, if you don't get a good firm grip, that will happen sometimes. But it wasn't the rifle's fault. It was probably me, the way I was holding it. But guys, thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, you can go over to my Instagram page, ask them there, Facebook, Twitter, or just put them in the comments below. And until next time, guys, be safe and keep linking.